Hello, everybody. Good evening. Agorist Millionaire here. Thought I'd give y'all a little update since we've had some really exciting days over the past couple of days. So, tonight I just want to, give y'all a little insight into what's going on in my crazy head up here. So, I saw this today, which is I read through this and I 100% agree with this man's opinion. The second wave of Bitcoin price growth may just be beginning. So, this reminds me of another thing I'd seen before. I think we call it the product adoption wave, something to that extent, maybe. Maybe. Come on, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Perfect. Oh, Google's so good at this. Anyways, so take a look at. I think I've actually shown this in one of my videos before, but the readiness to try new products. What's a product? Well, Bitcoin's a product. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Over here, you've got the innovators, the first 2.5%. I don't think we really count as innovators, but we certainly count as early adopters. Uh, what this article that I read is implying is that we may be moving from this stage into this stage. And as you can see, most of the price growth happens in this phase. So this isn't necessarily representing price, it's representing number of people, which in investing and day trading we call that volume. Um, what we're going to see, and what this guy is saying, and what I agree with, is this phase is over, and we are about to see a huge influx of money. See, what we had before were the people that you basically had two kinds of people. You got the crazy ones like me, who are interested in a way to design something that could replace the need for government. Note the word agorist in my name. Um, and then you have the other people who saw an opportunity to make some money, were smart, in the head financially, had some experience perhaps, and saw the potential, were open minded enough to see the potential of this. So you got two people, two groups. Those are the ones I mentioned. Now, what we're seeing now is an influx of, you could call it smart money, you could call it big money. We'll leave it at that. Big money. When you see people like Santander, Microsoft, oh gosh, come on, Ethereum Alliance, who's all the people? BP, JP Morgan Chase, just a bunch of huge names. When you see that kind of interest in cryptocurrency, when it's not just the crazy people like me, you're starting to see the next step. So that's where we're going. On Bitcoin, oh, and I saw this other cool thing with Mr. Crypto Picasso. If you're not following him, I highly recommend you do. He does a little service. Oh my gosh, why can I not figure out how to use Facebook today? Home. And then we're gonna go over here. Yeah, I know how to do this. Here we go. Nice little search bar. Bits to freedom. You should definitely be following this guy. He is very, very smart. He's trying to sell his little program, which is fine. We all got to make money. But you will learn some very, very, very good things from him. In fact, he's the one that got me into this. Oh, dang, look at this guy, 13,800 something dollars. Not bad. Anyways, dang, $17,000. Oh my gosh, these guys are killing it. $9,000. Good job, guys. Yeah, awesome. Anyways, why can't I find this little picture? Aha, here it is. Okay, this is a picture. So he took gold and he took Bitcoin. Now, what I want you to do is when this thing finally loads, take a really, really close look at how well they correlate. Just take a look at that. Sure, not identical, but it's got a very, very similar pattern. What we're talking about, this pattern here, this is a market cycle. They all look the same. You zoom out big enough and you eventually get this. Every time. Now, if you look, I'm pointing here on the screen, but let me use my cursor so y'all can actually see. If you follow this up on gold, kind of like it did on Bitcoin, and then it retraces back down and retraces back down. And it goes in this little consolidation phase there, and then it starts with an impulse. Boom, down, boom, down, oh, all the way up there, down, and it starts retracing down before creating its next move up. Now, Bitcoin is following the exact same trajectory. We saw, I don't know if you can call it, I guess so, boom, down, boom, and then down a little bit, and then what if it went like this, just like gold did, to 26.69? How much money would you make if you bought it right now and sold it for 26.69? More than double, I'm sure. Actually, 20, I guess I'm not that good at math, but anyways, yeah, you should be following this guy. And just a little look at, my favorite trades are the big boys. They're the easiest ones to trade. So let's take a look at Ripple. As you can see, sitting right up here. What I did want to point out, let me zoom out this to a week chart so we can get a full perspective of this bad boy. Notice here, we hit this little resistance level right about there. And if we follow it over, there is quite a bit of price action in this. Very volatile when it first went up like that back in, dang, January of last year, 2 years ago, a while ago. Had a little jump back up there to test that support level. You'll notice that we got a couple times where it supported that, or where it resisted there, so I'm going to hit a big point of resistance there. And then it looks like looks like we didn't quite get there. But if we were to take it, I'll just leave it here. We'll do that. There's our new resistance point. Notice we're trying to reach up to it, not quite going to touch it before we retrace back down for a second, come back up. But that's the week chart, so, with that being said, we can actually do a little bit of analysis on this chart here and kind of get an idea of what's going on. You remember I just pulled up that picture with the Bitcoin and the gold chart. You'll see, oh, Ripple looks the exact same way. Boom, right up, retraces down in this little consolidation phase, and huge impulse up, back down, and another huge impulse. Well, that one doesn't quite count because it's going to come back down here and then it's going to go through. So I would say we got a good little profit target here at about 8,100. And, ideally we'd want to find an entry point. We're sitting here at the top probably, so I wouldn't be buying it right now. However, take a look on this nice hourly chart, and we should get a decent idea where we can get a good price on this. I'm going to go ahead and do a retracement here from our last interim low, bring it up to the high here, and we're going to draw a nice little rectangle in my favorite little buying spot between 78.6 and 61.8% Fibonacci retracements. So ideally, there is oh my gosh, look at all these lines. All these lines. That's a huge area of support, resistance, whatever you want to call it, support line in this case. It's going to come down here. It's going to probably bounce off that 61, come back up to the 5, and then probably retrace into this area here. I don't know if it's going to break all these supports. I highly freaking doubt it. So with that being said, I'm just going to put my buy in at 44.92. Wow, it's actually a stop loss that I set the other day. 44.92 is where I'm going to try and buy this thing back in. And then we're going to ride it up, as I said earlier, to 8,016. So that would be, assuming we can pull it off correctly, what, 80%? Right? No. Yeah, about 80%. That would not be a bad little piece of profit, don't you think? And we should see that in the next few days. So Here's a little heads up on Ripple, number 3 on the list. Here's probably my favorite, if I'm going to be completely honest and play favorites here. Ethereum, of course. And unfortunately, we did see a little, well, unfortunately, nah, nothing's unfortunate. This is a bull market. So any retracement down is just a good opportunity to buy more. Anyways, we'll do a nice little retracement of this last move to get an idea of where we would like to buy some more if we could. Up here. And then we're going to move over here. Same little thing, 78.6 to 61.8. Bring it over. And now we're looking at where we can pick this up. I'm expecting, looks like it tested the support twice. That's what we call a double top. Means we are most likely to receive our actual retracement down to likely the 61.8. Once again, it'll bump up to the 5, maybe a little bit higher, hit this resistance level here, and then fall into our sweet spot. Ideally, I'd like to purchase this at this previous support line at 0.052, and I would like to ride that up. Let me just take a quick look here, see where a nice little target zone would be. I don't have any resistance lines drawn here, considering that Ethereum has never been this expensive. Well, maybe once, but anyways, it's 0.07. So if we were able to buy in at 0.052, ride it up to 0.07. If we take our little measurement tool right here, that would be a nice 35%. Very muy bueno for me. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep this too long. So with all that being said, happy trading, make some money. If you aren't already subscribed to my videos, I go live. Try to go live every night now. We'll see how that goes. I'm not really good at following through on things most times. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you ever make a little bit of money off of, the stuff that I'm doing, the time I'm investing here to help you guys, throw me a little Bitcoin. I got a Bitcoin address included with all my videos. I would really appreciate it to help support my work. And finally, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that junk. And my favorite little disclaimer, I feel like I need to put it at the end of every video. Do not invest more money than you can afford to lose. Do not consider this as investing advice because it's not. I'm not a professional. This is only my opinion. With all that being said, guys,